Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. This is a love tarot reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages Spirit is sharing with the collective today, please. And this is the Three of Cups. Let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does Spirit want to reveal to the collective? And this is the Star. We will grab one more card and then we'll start talking about this message. What do we need to hear, please? What do we need to know? What is coming through from Spirit for the collective? And this is Justice. Well, I feel your person has had a breakthrough is what these three cards are telling me, or the combination of these three cards. Your person has had a major epiphany here, a major realization about so many things. And first of all, they are definitely realizing that you are the one for them. They've always known that though, but this realization has really been hitting them hard during this time of no contact, of silence, of separation, because this person wants to get back to you and to this connection. They want to experience life with you. They want to experience love with you, because this Three of Cups that leads the way is about a celebration happening for the two of you. It is a social time coming up. Your person wants to see you. They want to spend time with you. They want to hang out, they want to talk, perhaps even having an under the sea tea party like these three mermaids here. And this is the Mermaid Tarot today. But the Three of Cups is about reconciliation. It is about reunion. It is about your person wanting to start over, but being so much more determined and dedicated in building a better partnership for the two of you. But this Three of Cups is about an invitation, and I feel that invitation is coming from your person to hang out, to spend time together, to do something where the two of you can talk, not so much about going to the movies or going to a show or anything like that. That will come later, of course, but this is about quality time and having deep and meaningful conversations with each other, because that is how you're going to restart this connection. It's how you're going to restart this relationship, and then dating again. This Three of Cups is about dating. It's about social time. Now the Star tells us your person knows that you are the one, and as I already mentioned, they've always known that you are the one for them, just like you have. But the Star is a card of healing, and your person has had to heal a lot of things within them. Old emotional wounds and baggage, fears and insecurities, lack of confidence, lack of faith in themselves, lack of trust in themselves, not really understanding themselves. But through all of this time that they've been away from you, the Star tells us that they have gained a lot of understanding into themselves. Major realizations about so many things that have been going on in their lives. Why they created the problems between the two of you, why they ran away, why they shut down, why they denied this connection, why they've been silent. But these realizations are things that this person really has needed to experience. And with the Star card being present, they are also listening to their inner guidance. They are connecting to the divine. They are listening to the insight and guidance and wisdom that is coming from God, that is coming from their angels and guides as well. Seeing signs and synchronicities, urging them, nudging them forward to come back to you and spend time with you again. Quality time. I want to emphasize that it is quality time that you'll be spending with this person. And that's going to be the fun part. That's going to be the best part. Getting to know each other again, rediscovering each other again, because you're both different now. But with the Star as well, it tells us to remain hopeful and optimistic, that this person is getting their act together, because what I'm really hearing coming in from Spirit is that they are, because the next card is Justice. And I feel that this person is having to deal with their consequences of their choices and their actions. And these consequences that this person is feeling and experiencing at the moment are possibly not the best consequences for making the wrong choices, for acting in ways that they did that were so disrespectful and hurtful to you. But that is how we learn our lessons. That is the great reckoning, or the great leveling, so to speak. Your person perhaps receiving some karmic fallout for words, actions, and behaviors that were not the way they should have treated you. And they see that, they get that, they realize that now because they are awakening to so much, especially with this star card being so prominent in this reading today. But justice also tells us that there's more to this story. There's more to come. There is unfinished business between the two of you because you have a soul contract with this person. Whether you are soulmates or twin flames, you have both agreed with each other to have these life lessons and experiences that support your personal and spiritual growth. And you are having some of those lessons now away from each other in this place where you are preparing for union with each other. And then you're going to have more experiences and life lessons for your growth, personal and spiritual, while you are in union with each other. And those are the best ones. Those are the ones that are about learning how to have a happy, healthy relationship, learning how to be better communicators with each other, learning how to make compromises, being able to commit to this relationship and to one another. And those are the experiences that are coming as you start spending quality time together again. But justice also tells us your person knows that they didn't treat you fairly. They know that they took you for granted. They know that they even took advantage of you, perhaps. But they will be returning to treat you with respect. They will treat you with more fairness. They will treat you the way that you need to be treated, the way that you deserve to be treated, because this is going to be about equal give and take. Your person giving back to you, not just taking from you. And that can make a big, huge difference for many of you watching this reading. The scales of justice being tilted in your favor. Your person giving so much more to you than they have in the past. They realize that they should have done that, but they're going to make amends for that because justice is also about an apology coming from your person and them also being real, raw, and authentic with you. The star is ruled by Aquarius. Justice is ruled by Libra, but you don't have to be any of the signs that I mentioned for this reading today. It is a collective reading and it is for everyone. It is more important that we consider the overall message that Spirit is sharing with the collective. And at the moment, I feel the message is that your person has had major realizations and breakthroughs about you, themselves, and this connection. Although it could change later, but that's what I feel it's about at the moment. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does Spirit want to share with the collective? What do we need to hear? Well, this is judgment. This is about your person wanting to start over. This is about your person wanting to begin again. Only this time, this relationship is going to be at a higher vibration because your person has gone through a period of rebirth and renewal. Your person is raising themselves up. They want to meet you at your level, but also with judgment. It is about them judging themselves, and that is definitely the combination of justice and judgment combined. Judging themselves for how they treated you. Another one of their breakthroughs, another one of their realizations. They know that they should have not treated you the ways that they did. And they are taking ownership of it, which is going to be very important to restore balance and harmony to this connection. Your person knows that they weren't dependable or reliable, and all of that is going to be shifting and changing as well. Judgment is about your person being reborn by the fire of Spirit, by the fire of God, just like you have been during this time that you have been away from each other. And that in and of itself is going to give this connection for the two of you much greater staying power to go to this beautiful place of long-term partnership, which is where it's always been trying to go. But judgment is about restoration and reunion and renewal of this relationship with your person, very much supporting this Three of Cups, your person wanting to get back together. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does Spirit want to reveal to the collective? And this is the Seven of Wands. I love that the Seven of Wands showed up because that is about your person getting up and getting moving. This is about your person returning with courage and confidence. This is about your person fighting for you and for this connection. This is about them doing whatever is necessary to regain your trust, your respect, and your love if necessary. And your person is going to do that They're going to pull out all the stops. At the moment, though, they are trying to fight off and defeat once and for all of their issues, their wounds, their fears, their insecurities, their self-doubt, their pride, their ego, their inability to be accountable and responsible, getting rid of all of those things, fighting them off, picking them off one by one. Because this is about your person raising themselves up, lifting themselves to this higher vibration to meet you where you are. But then it is about them returning and fighting their way back to you. This is about your person moving mountains if they have to. This is about them climbing those mountains, walking across them, crawling across them. Whatever this person has to do to win you back, that is what they're saying they're going to do with this Seven of Wands. With courage, with confidence. And perhaps for some of you watching the reading, you have been afraid that this person isn't going to be confident enough or courageous enough to reach out to you and bridge the distance so the two of you can start spending time together again. But this Seven of Wands tells us otherwise, because this is about persistence as well. Your person not backing down and your person not giving up, because they want you and they want this connection. You are the one they desire. You are the one that they love. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? And this is the Fool. Well, I like it when the Fool and Judgment come out in the same reading. Because with the Fool, it is about your person being able to see where they were foolish. And with the combination of Judgment and the Fool, they see these mistakes that they made. They see where they failed you. They see where they let you down. Major realizations, major breakthroughs. But the Fool is also about starting over. Your person wants to begin again. And your person no longer being fearful. Your person taking this leap of faith, although this, in this card, is actually Ariel coming out of the water for the very first time on her new legs after she gives up her tail. This is about your person wanting to continue this next chapter of their life with you. This is about the two of you embarking upon this journey together in union with each other. But the Fool is also about your person having a lot of regret, feeling a lot of guilt for words and actions and behaviors that they know were disrespectful, that were dishonest, that they know they weren't acting with integrity and truth the way that they treated you. And there is a heaviness that comes with that, and they are ashamed of themselves. They regret a lot of these things. And all of this stuff has been very powerful teachers for this person, which is giving them the breakthroughs and realizations that they need. So don't feel sorry for them. They need these experiences. They need to go through this part of the journey alone, because that is what is waking them up to the power of who they are, so that they can return with courage and confidence and fight for you and for this relationship. Your person wants to start over. This time, though, they're not going to hold back. This time, they will be all in this connection with you, moving forward. The Fool is not ruled by an astrology sign, but by the planet Uranus, which is the planet of surprises. And this tells us to expect the unexpected, because in any given moment, everything can change between you and your person. All it takes is one press of that green button on that magical device called a phone, and that green button says send, connect, whatever it says on this person's phone. And that literally is how it's going to be. One day, that will be it. Your person will reach out. I can't tell you when that's going to be, although with Judgment being here, it could be around an anniversary energy, so perhaps around a holiday that's coming up, or perhaps a birthday that's coming up, or any other kind of anniversary energy that you recognized for you and your person. But let's see what else is happening here. What do we need to know, please? What messages are coming through from Spirit for the collective? And this is the Death card. Wow. So we have Judgment, and we have Death, and we have the Fool, we have the Star, we have so many major arcana in this reading, telling us that this is a very powerful reading, actually with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. Death is about massive change and transformation, and I absolutely love that it came next to the Fool. The Fool is about a major choice. The Death card is about major change. Your person has been going through a lot of major change, transformation, especially with the realizations and the breakthroughs and the epiphanies that they've been having during this time they have been away from you. Transformation, and actually in this card, this figure here is holding a phoenix. And that phoenix is representative of the Death card because it is about rebirth. It is about that phoenix rising from the ashes of ruin and starting over and being reborn. And that is what is happening for your person during this time you've been away from them. But it is also happening to this relationship because major change is coming. Major choice, major change is happening because your person is getting ready to make major decisions to come back to you to see if you want to start fresh and start over. The Death card is ruled by Scorpio, but also the planet Pluto, which is about death and rebirth. So don't look as death as the ending. It is about the circle of life, and it is about the rebirth of this relationship. Because with the cards that we have on this table, your person is coming back because they know that you're the one, and you are the one that they want. You're actually the one that they need in their life, is what I'm hearing coming in from them. But let's grab some more cards and see what else is coming through for this message today, please. And this is the Emperor. Well, the Emperor is all about taking action. The Emperor is all about making something happen. And it is another major arcana card. Oh my goodness. 6 major arcana for this reading, or for the tarot portion of this reading. So your person is going to rise up. They have a plan in place, and they have a plan in mind, and they are going to follow through with that plan because the Emperor is all about making something happen. The Emperor does not sit around. The energy of the Emperor moves and grooves. The Emperor is ruled by Aries, but also the planet Mars, which is the planet of action. This is about your person taking action to make something happen. They know that they are the one who needs to act, that needs to take action, that needs to follow through, that needs to ping that ball over to your court to see if you were going to serve it back to them. They know this. They want to make sure that their plan is going to succeed. But the energy of the Emperor does not sit around, especially with a combination of the Fool just being one card away from it. That is about a lot of quick movement happening when this person is ready to initiate communication. Your person has also grown up with the energy of the Emperor being here because that is all about maturity. That is all about doing what is necessary. That is all about having an action plan and following through to make it happen. And that is what your person's going to do because they're not going to back down, especially with that 7 of Wands. And if you have thought that your person doesn't have courage or confidence to reach out to make something happen, the Emperor confirms this 7 of Wands. Definitely, your person's going to have courage, confidence, power to make it happen, to reach out to you, to bridge the distance. But they have a plan. They want to make sure this plan is going to be successful. The energy of the Emperor equates to the divine masculine energy. And that is someone with a plan, someone who takes action, someone who follows through, someone who succeeds, someone who does not fail, someone who does not take no for an answer. And that is going to be the energy of your person. And let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? This card comes with number 46. Now, this card is really about putting all of the pieces together. We have a jigsaw puzzle here that is about bringing the pieces together. We have all of these little floating bridges. This reminds me of Venice in many ways with these bridges. It looks like the Bridge of Sighs, if anyone resonates with Venice at all. But we have this woman sitting on this bridge, and she is holding these pieces of this jigsaw puzzle that are her, actually, putting all the pieces together. Then we have this beautiful white cat that is trying to grab one of those pieces that are floating off in this hot air balloon as well, putting the pieces together. And I feel that what else this is saying is that your person doesn't feel complete without you in their life, actually, but they are putting the pieces together in their mind right now about what they need to do, that plan, that strategy. But also this is about your person having those epiphanies and breakthroughs that we have been talking about, because this is about coming to conclusions, realizations, and understandings. Now, this card comes with number 46. If 46 resonates with anyone, of course, it can be the number 46. It can be June 4th. It can be April 6th. It can be the number 10. It can be October. It can be the 10th of the month. It can be the number 1. It can be the 1st of the month, and it can be January, but I like the number 1 because it is all about fresh starts. So if any of those numbers or dates or times resonate with anyone, for those of you who like to validate all of that to see if it is your reading. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. One of my favorite cards. This card is about breaking through. Here we have this snow globe and this carousel horse inside that snow globe, and this Pinocchio looking doll and this Raggedy Ann sort of looking doll, or this red-haired doll here as well. And this snow globe, this horse has been imprisoned in this snow globe for a long period of time. And they are breaking free, and they are breaking through because they want to be a real horse. They don't want to be this carousel horse inside a snow globe anymore. This is about your person not wanting to be trapped within the confines of their own mind. This is about them wanting to break free from the mental prison that they have been living in for a very long time. This is about them breaking free and breaking through with realizations and understandings and epiphanies. No longer listening to all that negative self-talk. No longer listening to their fears, their illusions, their doubts, their insecurities, or paying any sort of notice to their old emotional wounds and scars as well. This is about your person getting up and making something happen. This is about your person wanting to come back to you and doing what is necessary to build this relationship with you in a much better place than it was before, because they have achieved, or they are still achieving, clarity, realizations, and breakthroughs. And with the combination of this horse card and justice, this is going to be about your person being real when they return to you. Now that card comes with number 34. If 34 resonates with anyone, that can be March 4th. It can be April 3rd. It can be the number 7. So it could be July. It could be the 7th of a month. Number 7 is about change with a purpose. Changes are coming. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? I've realized so much since we parted ways. Well, yes, they have. They have realized that they love you, that they long for you, that you are the one. They've always known that you were the one, but they've had a much greater realization and understanding about that now during this time that you have been away from each other. And they have needed these realizations. They've needed these breakthroughs and epiphanies as well to be able to understand themselves, to be able to see the forest through the trees, to be able to understand the truth of why you are in each other's lives. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Without you in my life, I feel so lost. And I do feel that this is a serious truth for this person. They do feel lost without you. They feel lost without this love. They feel lost without this connection. And you guys watching the reading, you probably feel a little bit lost without them as well, or perhaps a lot lost. And that is your souls screaming out to each other to take action, to do something, to make something happen. But this is what this person is going to do. They will make something happen. That is the energy of the Emperor and the Seven of Wands. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Time spent with you was the happiest time of my life. Well, yes, this person misses you. They do long for you. They want to get back to the happiness that is you, that is the joy of this connection, that is the two of you spending time together, that is the two of you having intimate moments, passionate moments, quality time together, going on dates, having a lot of adventures, having a lot of fun with each other. That is what this person wants to get back to, just like you do. But they want to make sure that when they come back, they are on the other side of all of this stuff. And that is what they are working on. Being on the other side of their doubts, their old wounds, their baggage, their illusions. But they're definitely aware that something is missing in their life. And that is what this card is about as well. Putting all of the pieces of the puzzle together, they realize that you are the missing piece to their puzzle. You are the missing piece that they need in their life to feel whole and complete again. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. See what we need to hear. What does Spirit want to share with the collective, please? What do we need to know? Well, this is longing. There's a definite longing here. Missing you, let's talk, and reunion. And, well, reunion is how this reading started with that Three of Cups. That is a card of reunion and reconciliation. But this looks like a social time that we talked about with that Three of Cups coming up as the first card. They're all having some sort of like adult beverages here and some sort of like party snacks and a meal and socializing, although there'll only be 2 glasses as you as your person spend quality time together. But this is about your person missing you and wanting to talk. It's about them wanting to reconcile. It is about them wanting to try again. And that has also been all over this reading, especially with all of the major arcana that we have for this reading today. But let's see what else. Hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and success. Well, nothing says the Emperor like inspired, optimistic, and success. Your person wants to be successful. Your person doesn't want to fail. And that can be why it's taking them as long as it is to initiate communication with you, because they don't want to blow it. They don't want to fail. They don't want to say the wrong thing. They don't want to let you down. They know they've let you down so much in the past, and they don't want to do that ever again. But they are hopeful. And that comes with that star card as well. They are hopeful that you are going to hear them out. They are hopeful that you are going to give them another chance to fight for you and for this relationship. Because this person does not want to let you go. They want to start fresh. They want to start over because you are the missing piece. You are the one they want, and you are the one that they long for, hope for, wish for, dream for, and pray for. And this person wants to come back to build a better relationship with you because they understand now so much more about you, themselves, and this connection, and that they need to show up and fight for you and for this love. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you watching today. Have a great day, everyone.